But what is that?
That's
What is
cognitive
it?
dissonance. It's that when reality doesn't meet your belief system, 9 times out of 10, you're going to retain your thinking with the belief system rather than change your reality, because that's the safer way to go. It's just so much easier to just hunker down and stay with what you know.
Begin though tonight with some breaking news involving Nexium.
The leader of an alleged sex cult has been arrested in Mexico. Keith Rainier.
Investigators found Rainier hiding in a villa with several women in the popular Mexican
Keith Rainier, the founder of Nexium, is accused of coercing women into being sex
He's
slaves.
now facing federal charges, including sex trafficking. They posted a statement on their
Collateral
website
for their
moments ago,
silence,
responsible
and even brand themselves with Rainier's initials.
And
It's
child
alleged they were
that he's ever harmed, abused, exploited.
Doctor, I wanted to get some of your reaction to this. Why would anybody do an experiment like that?
Well, a cult's goal, or a cult leader's goal, is to enforce conformity and compliance.
How do you do that with a snuff film?
By seeing such a horrendous, violent, traumatic video, right, they're able to monitor the reaction of the person. They're hopefully desensitizing the person for further abuse to come. So it's a way to measure a person's ability to either move to the next level or not. And it's also just sick.
It's really sick.
It's really sick and evil. And it's a horrendous ethical violation. I mean, there's rules and regulations for scientific or medical experiments, and they violated all of that. And to blindly put someone into that is just absolute cruelty. The cult has to break you down. They have to reframe your identity in some way, emotionally and psychologically, because cults are about conformity and compliance. So they have to start taking you apart and then rebuilding you in their image. So every cult will do that in some way. That's part of the indoctrination process.
Initially, you had said, after you were branded, you actually felt proud that you had gone through this.
Yeah, I went through this thing. It was painful. It was awful. I wanted to leave. Then I stuck it through. And I did feel proud of myself for not bailing.
By the time you're that far in and you've so internalized the belief system, you believe that this is what you need to do in order to reach whatever that level is that they're promising you, and in order to respect, you know, your revered leader.
But when I initially came out, and I wasn't going to say anything, and then when I did talk about it and tried to share that with people to try to get them out, they would say, well, how do we know that that text came from Keith? Can you duplicate that? I didn't see it. It wasn't proof.
You know, this is obviously a crisis moment for the organization, and this is a time when a number of people might leave, but those people who stay become even more fervent in their beliefs.
But what is that?
That's cognitive
what is it?
dissonance. It's that when reality doesn't meet your belief system, 9 times out of 10, you're going to retain your thinking with the belief system rather than change your reality, because that's the safer way to go. It's just so much easier to just hunker down and stay with what you know.